Hi guys and welcome. Today's video is all about Chanel foundations and I'm going to be showing them all to you, and not just showing them to you but also you'll see me applying them under these lights here and also under natural light as well. So this is going to be a type of reference video where you can go back and look at other foundations again, and I will be timestamping this video so it's going to make it easier if you want to refer back to a certain foundation. Now I am going to do a little preamble before I start all of this because there are a couple of points to cover. So the first thing is that these foundations are not in order of my favorite to least favorite. How I've done it is I've started off with what I think is the lightest coverage through to what I think has, and it's not full coverage, but probably more of a solid medium coverage. And it's also important to note my age. I am 56 years old, so I have mature skin, and I also have oily skin as well. Now at the moment here in New Zealand, the time this video is going up, it is getting towards the end of winter. So I still have oily skin, but it's not as oily as say in the middle of summer. So even some of these foundations may not be suitable for oily skin in the hottest summer months. You can still use them when the weather cools down and there's not as much humidity. And also a really important thing to note is that foundations are really only as good as your skincare routine that you have. I'm really fussy with my skincare. I do it every single morning and every single night. Now it wasn't always like that. Probably about 6 years ago I decided to change it all up, but ever since then I've been diligent and I do notice the results, and also it makes a big difference to how foundations look as well. Now I'm going to be showing you 12 foundations in total. There were going to be 13, and one of the foundations is the Boy de Chanel foundation, but apparently this is going to be reformulated, or it might even come out under a different name, and anyone can wear this foundation. It's just that because it's been reformulated I decided not to include it in this video. And I think there may be another Chanel foundation that's going to be reformulated either this year or next year as well, and when I get to that one I'll point that one out as well. So under each foundation I'm wearing exactly the same primer, and it is this one. I just love this primer. It is the Perfecting Makeup Primer, Mattifying and Moisturizing. A really good primer, especially for those of you that have combination to oily skin. And even though my full face of makeup at the end of each foundation that I'm showing you, that does change because I did this over a matter of quite a few months, it's also important to note that I'm wearing exactly the same concealer, exactly the same powder under my eyes, and exactly the same powder on my face as well. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I'm going to show you me applying this foundation and what it looks like after under these lights and also in natural light as well. And I've done this in a few different steps. So first of all I'm going to show you under this light and natural light me without any makeup on at all. Then it'll move to me applying the foundation that I'm going to be talking about, and then after I've applied the foundation under these lights and natural light as well, I'll show you what it looks like, the foundation with no other makeup on. Now once I've finished applying the foundation off camera, I have put on concealer and also powdered under my eyes, but I haven't powdered my face yet when you see these, and I've also put on eyeshadow primer and done my eyebrows at that stage. Now because this video was done over a few months, so when I show you without makeup and also the foundation in natural light as well, it's the same background, but sometimes I'm up really close, sometimes I'm up far away. I just use the lounge out there every now and then in my videos for natural light, but I don't have any permanent camera in there, so that's why sometimes things aren't that consistent. But every time in the lounge it is showing in natural light, and of course some days it's cloudy and some days it's brighter sun, but I hope that it is helpful. And finally I'll show you the foundation with a full face of makeup on, and at that stage I have powdered my face, and each time I've used the Chanel, the Natural Finish Loose Powder. And one last thing before we get into the foundations is that for each of the foundations I have to use a brush. The brush may differ, but basically they're the same. I can also use these foundations with a beauty blender, but I didn't use that for these videos, and if you want you can also apply it with your fingers as well. And when I show you these individual foundations I'm not going to refer to how many mils is in them. I think apart from one, and I'll tell you about that one, nearly every single one, it does have 30 mils of product, and they are all made in France. and I'm not going to talk about the ingredients much in these either. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, I'm starting off with the lightest foundation, going through to, for me, what I consider to be a solid medium coverage. So we're starting off with Chanel Le Beige. This is the Water Fresh tint. This is a beautiful foundation, and for me, I can wear this all year round. And although it is a very sheer coverage, there's something magical that happens after about a minute after you've put it on, and it just evens out your skin tone, and I just think this is just fabulous. So Chanel say that this foundation is a lightweight, hydrating and instantly refreshing. The ultralight formula is composed of 75% water, created with microfluid technology. Micro droplets of encapsulated pigments melt into the skin on contact, creating a radiant bare skin effect. It provides a softened, smooth finish for an even complexion that lasts all day. And I would agree with that. It really does just even everything out. And I know a lot of people talk like it's your skin but better, but this is a product that it really is. People wouldn't detect that you had this on at all. And I remember last year when I went to get some laser treatment, the girl that was doing it said, "What is that foundation that you're wearing? Or are you actually wearing any foundation? Because your skin just looks amazing." And this was the product that I was using. It's just absolutely fabulous.
The river flows one direction, and fishes they follow the flow. But what if one tried to mention that there was much more to explore? Here I am, I have a place.
Next we've got the powder foundation, and this one is called the Ultrawear Le Teint All Day Comfort Flawless Finish Compact Foundation. Now for me, this one it's a little bit more than the first foundation that I just showed you, but it still is quite sheer coverage, and you can build it up probably to a strong light coverage, but for me it doesn't go any heavier than that. Now this powder foundation is really beautiful, and it does suit my oily skin, and I don't use the puff that comes with this. Just like any other powder foundation, what I do is I do in circular motions and I buff the powder into my skin, and it just gives that really flawless finish. And of course you can always go back to this during the day, and if you just need to just mattify your skin a little bit more, then it's super easy with this as well. So Chanel say with Ultra Le Teint Compact Ultra Perfection exists from morning till night. A compact foundation with a luminous matte finish that combines coverage and comfort for a flawless, perfectly enhanced complexion all day long. With incredible finesse, its ultra-fine texture fuses with the skin for a flawless makeup result. Its sleek compact includes a large mirror and sponge applicator for easy touch-ups throughout the day. And because this product is a luminous matte finish, then I think this powder is suitable for all skin types.
Dragonfly heard the message. Darkness was home for the star. its wings to the surface. The bright colors that
Next, we've got the Chanel Sublimage. This is the Essence de Tint. This is an absolutely beautiful foundation. It's actually the one that I'm wearing today. Now, this is the one that has 40 mils of product instead of the standard 30 mils of product. This one also comes with a brush as well. Now, because this is from the Chanel Sublimage line, then it definitely is a pricier product, and it really hones in on those skincare ingredients, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Now, this foundation with my oily skin, I would say it's probably more suited for those cooler months, autumn, winter, early spring. I can wear it in the middle of summer, but I do have to powder quite a bit over the top. But I just think it just gives this beautiful look to the skin. So this is the first serum foundation by Chanel, concentrates the benefits of vanilla planifolia and the power of a radiance generator. Unprecedented for a foundation, its formula combines light reflecting particles and pigments to deliver immediate radiance that lasts all day long. Its serum-like texture is luscious yet lightweight and fresh. It literally melts into the skin to make it look smoother and reveal its radiance with a sheer finish. The signature brush ensures subtle, personalized application for buildable coverage. The complexion is sublime with a luminous finish. Skin is perfectly hydrated, comfortable, and protected from external aggressors.
river flows one direction, and fishes they follow the flow. But what if one tried to mention that there was much more to explore? Here I am, I have a plan, I'm living free, don't know where I'll land.
Next, we've got the Vitalumiere Aqua. Absolutely gorgeous, and even though this is quite a small bottle, it still has the standard 30 mils of product. Now, I have heard that this is one of the foundations that is possibly going to be reformulated either this year or next year. It may come out, and I would say that rumor is probably true, because when I look at different websites, they don't have all of the shades available, which means they're getting rid of the stock ready for a different one. I love this, and I find that this is suitable with my oily skin all year round. Now, this is also a foundation I think that would suit all skin types. I can wear this in the middle of summer, probably have to powder a little bit more, and I also love the coverage of this. This is a strong light, it heads towards medium, but it really just is more of a light coverage, and I think it looks very skin-like, and it is just a really, really pretty foundation, and it looks really good on my mature skin. So the Chanel Vitalumiere is a radiance revealing fluid foundation that instantly energizes the complexion and delivers intense comfort. As sheer and lightweight as a second skin, its formula evens skin tone and diminishes sign of fatigue, instantly giving the skin a healthy glow. The complexion looks fresh, luminous, and perfectly even. Now, this foundation contains mineral powders and light reflecting pearly particles, leaves the complexion looking even and luminous. A hyaluronic acid derivative provides long-lasting comfort. Lotus water and natural brown seaweed extract help restore vitality and tone. And next is a foundation that isn't available in the USA, and this is the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Gel Touch Foundation. Now this, as it says in the title, is more of a glowy foundation, but it is really beautiful. Now again, in the middle of summer for me, I would have to powder it down quite a bit. It's probably more suited in those cooler months, but I can wear it during the warmer weather. It's just that I just need to powder it a little bit more. But this gives such a beautiful look to the skin. It's a really lovely product. And I'm not sure why they don't have it available in the USA. The cushion foundations don't tend to be, not that they're not popular, because I think a lot of people would like them, but hopefully at some stage Chanel will release this over here because it is a really gorgeous one. So the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Gel Touch Foundation protects and hydrates skin and ensures that the complexion looks radiant in any lighting. Its incredibly fresh, weightless formula is a breeze to apply even without a mirror, using its precision applicator. It offers sheer to fuller buildable coverage for a subtly luminous healthy glow all day long. So they also say with this foundation, its formula is a triple defense shield, offering anti-pollution and antioxidant benefits as well as sun protection. A photo-adaptive complex ensures that the complexion looks naturally radiant in any lighting. Its formula is enriched with jasmine-infused oil and hyaluronic acid, which is known for its hydrating benefits, and delivers freshness and comfort to skin all throughout the day. Skin stays hydrated and protected both indoors and out. And because this one isn't in a bottle, I will tell you how much is in here, and this has 15 grams of product. Next we've got the Chanel Le Beige. This is the Water Fresh Complexion Touch. Now for me, it does look really beautiful on the skin, but this is really only one that I can wear probably more in the middle of winter. For some reason with me, it just tends to go beyond that glow. It can start to look a little bit greasy if I wear this in summer, and it really doesn't matter how much powder that I use. But if you have oily skin like me and you like to change up your foundations for the different seasons, then this one is really lovely for me in those cooler months. And for all year round, this is probably more suitable for those with normal to dry skin. So the Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh Complexion Touch is the first versatile face makeup formula by Chanel to be infused with ultra concentrated micro droplet pigments, a lightweight refreshing formula that protects and hydrates skin for up to 12 hours. Now you can use this as precision concealing or perfecting veil of coverage for an incredibly natural, flawless finish. Next we've got the Sublimage Le Teint. So this is different from the Essence one that I showed you earlier in the video, and I will show you the jar that comes in. I'm going to put a photo up here. Now the reason that I have a tester in this is because generously my SA keeps on giving me testers for this particular foundation. So I've got about 4 or 5 of them, and before I actually buy it, I just want to use up the testers that I have. This foundation gives more coverage than the Essence one, and I also find it still has a beautiful luminosity to it, but it's not quite as luminous as, say, the Essence one. So this one I can wear in summer and all year round. I think this is beautiful, and because it also gives that little bit of extra cover, it definitely heads towards a medium type of coverage. And if it's the day where I feel from my foundation that I need a little bit more, then this is preferable over the Essence one. So Chanel say this is more than just a cream foundation. Sublimage Le Teint has the exceptional properties of a skincare product. Its light, creamy texture creates a natural makeup look with a satiny finish and buildable coverage. Sublimage Le Teint combines the complexion expertise of Chanel with the performance of Sublimage skincare. It is infused with intense vanilla planifolia, water to deliver strength and vitality to the skin, and contains a soft focus complex for a smoothing effect. Enriched with a blend of 3 plant ingredients, Sublimage Le Teint immediately plumps the skin and provides 12 hours of hydration and long-lasting comfort. Then we've got another Chanel Le Beige foundation. This is the Healthy Glow Foundation, Hydration and Longwear. This is absolutely beautiful, and not just all the Chanel foundations that I have, but the Dior and other brands as well. I think I've got up to nearly 50 foundations because of this channel. This is a foundation, it's actually down to about there. So considering how many foundations that I have, that's a testament to how much I love this foundation. Now, I can wear this all year round. Now, again, with this one, say in the middle of summer, then I'd probably have to powder a little bit more. It really depends how humid it is on that day. But other than that, this is one that I definitely can wear all year round, and I just think it's a stunning foundation. So Chanel described this as a natural looking foundation that infuses the skin with radiance of a day spent in the great outdoors. Its fine, silky texture glides over skin and forms a layer that is both invisible to the eye and imperceptible to touch, like second skin. Its combination of light reflecting powders and pigments makes the skin's texture appear smoother. Imperfections are diminished. The complexion is unified without a trace. With its adjustable coverage and Longwear formula, skin glows for 12 hours. The formula also protects skin from external aggressors such as pollution. Enriched with hydrating ingredients, it delivers a sensation of immediate comfort and hydrates skin day after day. And this foundation is also available in 42 shades. So the coverage with this foundation, this leans more towards that medium coverage. You can make it more sheer depending on how you apply it and how much you put on, but it definitely is buildable towards medium. Then we've got the No1 de Chanel foundation. Now this is one that I cannot wear in the summer. I find for some reason it goes, as I was saying earlier, goes beyond a glow and starts to look a little bit greasy, and it really doesn't matter how much powder that I apply. Now this foundation, for me, it does give a medium coverage. You can sheer it out. Again, if you only put a tiny amount on, or if you use a beauty blender, say, instead of a brush, but it's definitely one that is buildable towards that medium coverage. And the other thing with this is that normally I'm a B30 when it comes to Chanel foundations, but with this, I always thought it was a little bit on the light side. So the next time that I was going to get this foundation, I'd probably just go one shade up. I always found this one just a little bit light. So with this foundation, Chanel described it as the red camellia is a flower unlike any other and the key ingredient in No1 de Chanel, a flower with revitalizing powers whose extraordinary energy gives it perennial youth. The No1 de Chanel foundation contains 94% naturally derived ingredients. Its formula protects against environmental aggressors, softens the skin and provides all-day comfort. Plumped skin looks naturally more beautiful day after day, and the complexion takes on a youthful glow. Next we've got the Ultra Le Teint. This is the Ultrawear All Day Comfort Flawless Finish Foundation. Now I have seen other videos where people with different skin types to me, they can wear this foundation, even normal to dry skin, but this foundation is more geared to those with combination to oily skin. So naturally this is one that I do tend to reach for in the warmer months, but it still looks really beautiful all year round. The Chanel Ultra Le Teint Fluide, the fluid foundation that pushes the limits, ultra long wear, comfort, and a natural flawless finish. High perfection, it evens out all skin tones and keeps shine under control for a perfect looking complexion with a luminous matte finish. Its moisturizing, sweat-proof, transfer-free formula, it allows the skin to breathe and offers flawless wear for 24 hours. Its texture blends seamlessly with the skin and keeps it feeling comfortable for up to 24 hours, and makeup looks stay put for up to 24 hours. It has a second skin-like film which contributes to the ultra-long hold, perfectly embraces the skin and is resistant to sweat as well as to hot and humid conditions. Infallible colour and a matte finish delivers a transfer-free makeup look that does not require touching up throughout the day. The Luminous Perfection Complex blends a soft focus powder with treated pigments in order to blur the look of imperfections and illuminate dark spots without a hint of heaviness. Its vegetable glycerin-enriched formula instantly leaves the skin feeling comfortable and helps keep it hydrated all day long. Next we've got the Chanel, this is the CC cream. Now I did think that this used to be in the US, but I don't think it's there anymore. Maybe it may turn up again. And I only bought this for the first time last year. Now this is called the Complete Correction. This also has SPF 30 in it. Some of the other Chanel foundations do as well, but I never rely on an SPF. My last step in skincare is always my favorite sunscreen that I use, and this is really just an added bonus. Now this one is quite glowy, and again not one that I really would wear in the middle of summer when it's at its hottest, but I did wear this the other day because the weather is cooler at the moment. Evens out the skin tone, and I think it is just really flattering. But again, if you are looking for something that you can use all year round, then I would say this is more suited for people with normal to dry skin. So with the coverage of this one, this is the second last one. So again, you can apply this sheer if you want to, depending on how much you put on. But this is definitely buildable towards a medium coverage, so you can have it sheer or build up more coverage if you want to. Now, the other thing with this is they talk about the different skincare benefits, and when I give the description, it will say how it corrects different pigmentation and different things like that. But the thing is, because I have so many different foundations, I will wear it, but I don't wear it every day because I like to rotate throughout my foundations. So I can't verify or confirm for you about those different skincare benefits that Chanel claim. On the Chanel website, they say this is a must-have CC cream by Chanel. Reinvents itself with a new super active formula to unveil an even more perfected complexion. The expertise of Chanel's research meets the artistry of Chanel Makeup Creation Studio in the fusion of skincare benefits and a high-coverage makeup result. A complete beauty cream with 5 superpowers. It unifies, moisturizes, corrects, protects, and boosts skin glow day after day. Every day, the new CC cream formula hydrates and enhances the skin. Skin texture is refined, the complexion is more even and luminous, in one perfecting step. So Chanel also say this unifies blemishes such as dark spots, redness and pores are reduced by 39%. The complexion is perfectly unified for a natural and smooth finish. This also moisturizes. Skin is instantly supple and comfortable. It is continuously moisturized for 12 hours. It corrects. After 1 month of application, signs of aging are corrected, wrinkles and fine lines are reduced by 20%. Skin looks smooth and replumped. This also boosts glow. Day after day, skin regains its natural ability to reflect light, revealing boosted radiance by 13%. And finally, we've got the Chanel Ultra Le Teint Velvet. This is the Blurring Smooth Effect Foundation Velvet Matte Finish. And this was recently reformulated, and I did a dedicated video on this, and it's just as good as the original. This is absolutely beautiful, this foundation, and perfect for those, especially with combination to oily skin like mine. It has that powder ingredient in it. It definitely gives a blurring effect. Your skin is velvety smooth, and of course this one is suitable for me all year round. Now this is a foundation that I have seen people with dry skin wear this as well, although they would probably gravitate more towards foundations that give more of a glow. But this is just stunning. It lasts all day, and out of all the Chanel foundations, sometimes they claim that other ones are transfer proof, and I'm not so sure about that, but this one definitely is transfer proof. It's just stunning. The Chanel Ultra Le Teint Velvet is a long-wearing foundation that naturally smooths and creates an even-looking complexion. It features a blurring effect that conceals all imperfections and offers a matte velvet makeup look. Ultra light and an ultra natural matte finish, it blends instantly and seamlessly with the skin for a perfect complexion all day long. The soft emulsion is suitable for normal and combination skin types, providing a flawless result. Exclusive to this formula is the Skin Affinity Complex, blurs surface irregularities and instantly smooths pores with the help of blurring effect powders, which were selected by the Chanel laboratories. Delivers all day wear thanks to a naturally derived film forming agent that envelops the skin within the house of Chanel. So that is all the Chanel foundations, and I hope this video is going to be helpful. As I said, I am going to timestamp this so you can always quickly refer back to a certain foundation if you want to take another look. Now I know those are going to be people that are going to comment and going to say, but Maria, which one is your favorite? Well, all of the foundations I actually use, but what I'll do is I'll pick out 2 or 3, probably ones that I reach for more. But keep in mind that is because of my skin type. I do have oily skin, and especially one if I know that I'm going to be going out for the day, I know I don't have to fuss around with it too much. But there's not one foundation in here that I don't like. There's a couple that really I only can wear in the cooler months, and of course there's plenty of others that I can wear all year round, and there's also a couple that are specifically for perhaps combination to oily skin, and I know that it's going to last during those warmer summer days. So out of the 12 that I showed you today, I have pulled out 6 foundations, and I know that still seems a lot, but these are the ones that I really do reach for. I try and go through the others as well, but these are the main ones. So I'm going to start off with the Chanel Le Beige. This is absolutely beautiful. I said how much I've used of this, considering how many foundations I have. I just think it gives a beautiful look. The Le Beiges, the Water Fresh tint, I absolutely love this. It's a very light coverage. If I really want a no makeup look, then this definitely delivers and just looks beautiful, and I can wear it all year round. The Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua is also really gorgeous, and as I said, they are probably reformulating this, and I hope that it's as good as this one. With the Velvet one, they reformulated that, and that is really good, but it's always a bit nervous when you have got a really lovely foundation and they are going to reformulate it. As I said, hopefully it's just as good, but this is absolutely beautiful, and it just gives that light towards medium coverage, and again is very skin like. I also love the Sublimage Le Teint. This is definitely more pricey, just like the other Sublimage foundation, and even though this one is probably more suited for me during the cooler months, I can wear it during the summer as well. It's just something about this that just gives a very perfected look to my skin and always just looks really gorgeous. And even though it is more pricey, you do get the 40 mils with this one. I think I said 6, but I think I've got 5 foundations, and of course I can't go past the Chanel Ultra Le Teint Velvet, and this has always been a favorite for many people. This was reformulated, as I was saying, and it's still just as good. It is just absolutely beautiful. It is transfer proof, has this gorgeous velvet type finish, and it just keeps my oils at bay, and it really does make your skin look perfected. I'm not going to say it's a no makeup look, because people would tell, I think, that you had foundation on, but it doesn't look cakey. It's just something about it that just makes your skin look really perfected, and it just lasts so beautifully with my oily skin all day. So I hope you found this video helpful, and let me know in the comment section below if you have any questions, or you can DM me on Instagram as well. So that's it for today's video. I would love it if you gave it a like and subscribed, and I will see you next time. Bye.